What up, world? It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live on this early day. You know, a new day. You know what I'm saying? A new day. Looking to really keep getting it together. Like simple things I gotta clean up. To be honest, I need to clean up and just keep my mind right. To be honest, and obviously work. But woke up today grateful as every day, that I am actually alive. That's a blessing in itself, to be honest. Like, for how much we've seen, for how much we've gone through, how much we've been through, especially not being a vegan. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we weren't a vegan, we've gone, some of us have gone a long time. Like me, I've gone like 20 years eating meat and dairy, like all the fruits, everything. So I was getting some fruits, veg, but like to be honest, for the most part, I remember a lot of meat and dairy. So with that being said, it's a continual cleansing process. Because you can still repair the body. The body produces new cells every 35 days. So from the foods that we eat. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start putting the dots together. Like, our body is a big vehicle. So if you're putting junk into our vehicle, if we're putting junk into our vehicle for a long period of time, guess what? It's going to take some time to clean it out and to repair it, to rebuild it, to rebuild the insides, to make it well, to make it stronger, and all that. And that's how I'm seeing it. Like, I don't know it all, but it's just, I'm using some common sense and some intuition about it too. Like, that's why it's like this whole time I've been my own scientist. My whole life I've been my own scientist, to be honest. But especially in this whole vegan transformation, like, that's more uncharted territory. Of course, I have mentors and whatnot, but like, they're not here. None of those people are here. I don't know where they are. Rest in peace, Dr. Sebi. These other people are in different parts of the world. And like, I gotta figure it out on my own. And Lord willing, we'll connect. You know what I'm saying? But like, this is simple things I don't need to overthink on. But it's just how I perceive it. It's just like, okay, I went 20 years eating this stuff. I do remember going to the school and eating all that stuff every day. So I can only imagine that, okay, if I all of a sudden 2 years ago started to just eat a big bowl of vegetables. Cool. That was one day. One day eating a big salad out of all of those hundreds of thousands of days of me eating terrible. So intuitively, I'm going to just roll with the whole 35 days, new cells, and just go throughout the process because that's what makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because our cells are produced and are designed to be electric and produced by nature. So, like, with that being said, we're supposed to be mucusless, and not have mucus. We're supposed to have like a golden ratio within us, a healthy ratio. None of this, clogged up. Excuse me. So, that's what I'm noticing. And, yeah. So, that's what I'm rolling with. This is what makes sense, to be honest. Yeah. If our body, our vehicle, if all the cells produce new stuff from what we consume, then it makes sense. It makes sense that it will take a good amount of time to get us back to where we're supposed to be and to build upon it, to strengthen it. I'm not going to keep ruminating over it, but that's how I'm perceiving it. Like, if you put, let's say you're in the car and you just spill all this, like you open up the hood of your car or your vehicle or whatever, like a literal automobile, not a human, and you put oil, you spill oil over all the cables, over all the different, you know, inputs for like washer fluid, for the radiator, for the brake fluid, for the transmission fluid, and you pour liquid that's not designed to go in any of those spaces, but you do it intentionally in all those different places. You spill it over all the wires on purpose. You get a whole bunch of other chemicals and liquids and do all this all over your engine, all over your under the hood and stuff like that. And then guess what? Like the car is damaged. You know what I'm saying? It will take a while to fix it back up, to clean it up, to fix it up. And that's the analogy I'm making with our human body. Just in a natural way. So anyways, that's what I had to say about that. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a process, it's a journey. So I still feel, obviously, healing to be done. So that's why I keep doing it. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people quit and give up way too early, to be real. Because it gets hard. You know what I'm saying? They don't see the next level. They don't see, like, the ancestral perspective of why I'm vegan or plant-based, whatever label y'all want to call it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to say vegans, you know, there can even be discrimination amongst the plant-based community, and we need to stop all that, to be honest. It's not that serious. The fact that we're not eating animals is good enough, okay? I understand there's different classifications of raw vegan, this and that, which I do prefer, honestly. Breatharian. Sometimes I will go without eating. I'll just drink water or juice, you know? Stuff like that. I've seen how we can push our bodies, you know, and I know we can because I still feel my nose, my sinuses still clearing up, years later, 2 years later. Y'all can look at the video. My first video, I look a lot, you know, puffier. My face was a lot puffier because the inflammation, you know. But now it's just a draining process, and in a good way. Not draining my energy, but draining all the mucus and toxins and everything, all the dead stuff for so many years. So that's what we gotta realize, you know. That's the best way for me to put it, honestly. Is just do the math, okay? So let's say, some people way far off, but let's say somebody went 50 years, without being vegan or anywhere close to being vegan. They already were struggling genetically. They never really liked athletics or sports. They didn't ever do that. They would just turn into an office type of person, 9 to 5, or, behind the office, getting real obese. They don't get out. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a love life, really, and they're not out like that. But imagine them, finally embarking upon a vegan journey. Guess what? You can give them a compound that's designed to help out, but guess what? It's going to take a lot. They're not just going to be healed overnight. Yes, there will be some good cures and some good symptoms that are leaving, but like the principle of it is like it's work, it's structure, it's foundation. Just like for building a muscle, you know what I'm saying? You don't just build up massive muscles overnight. You know what I mean? It's a process. Any weightlifter, any athlete, any bodybuilder knows that it's continual, consistent, disciplined work, of training, of lifting weights, so it's the same thing, I guess, with healing. It's the same thing, so like for that client, for me, for anybody, it will take some time. It will take some time. So maybe if you gave a super healthy person who's been vegan or on this plant-based journey for a while, if you give them a supplement, that's a healthy supplement or whatever, yeah, it'll be cool for them. It'll benefit them. It'll help them, but not nearly in the same way as the other person. And the healthy person, they probably definitely have the capability of creating their their own supplements, to help heal people with their health and wellness. You know, so I mean that's just common sense. That's what I guess the gift of healing ourselves is and the purpose. You know, so that's what I'm saying about it. To be honest, life is super deep and dynamic. There's so many words, there's so many voices, there's so many thoughts, there's so many expressions, there's so many people, so much life out there. You know, and I guess the biggest thing is where we can finally just kind of sort all that out, organize it, and finally get like our own voice. Because a lot of time we were just doing stuff we had no business doing and just stalling and paying attention to mindless stuff like the TV or whatever. You know, we're lost in religion, stuff like that, working slave job, stuff like that, and whatever, but like we find our way back. We find our way back. And I feel like, especially when you hear the truth, when you connect with the resonance, when you hear the calling, when it captures you, like it is for me, like I am on this voyage of alignment and truth, like you just stay plugged in. I've always been into health and wellness and exercise and all types of sports, all the sports, every sport and just outdoor stuff. So I've always still been into like bodybuilding and stuff like that. So I have had some connections with older mentors, people who have walked before us, our elders, people who paved the way, people who are further on in their story and their journey, older and whatnot, and like paying attention to their information and their, you know, information that they're giving, so I can apply it and become wiser. Like it just made sense. And that's how it happened. I was like, okay, there's so much in life. The world is an illusion, this and that. But at least if I can stay tuned in with some mentors, some guides, messengers, whatever that older than me, and doing cool stuff, like actually having a business, actually impacting people and inspiring a lot of people, then I can do it too. You know what I mean? We can do it. You know what I'm saying? There's different ways of it. It doesn't just happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a pool. It's certain different energetic fields that get touched and that are impacted and are spread and like it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's deep. You know, so like at least if we can begin preparing ourselves and be on that next wave, on this new wave, our own wave, you know, it's possible. We just gotta keep moving forward with the work, and then we'll be grateful we didn't quit, and then when we're so-called older, 30, 40 years old, we'll still look relatively young because we planted the seeds so early in our life and did some hard things while everybody else was out partying, while everybody else was out drinking and clubbing and this and that, and just watching TV and just consuming everything while we were the ones alone going through some hard times. We'll reap the benefits. So that's how I see it. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day. Peace to your boy Sky, broadcasting live.